Welcome to the Rum Report, where the text is sharp, the talk is real, and where the sports never sleep. I'm your host, Black Jeruz, and that right there, my friend, is cousin TJ, and that right there, my friend, is cousin Trev The Don.
Big
We
wins.
is in here
Big
after
wins.
the aftermath. What happened in Chapel Hill? Carolina took care of business as y'all simultaneously drink. Cheers to the Carolina Tar Heels for taking care of business at Duke. Franklin Street was on fire last night. Man, I'm just gonna applaud right now, man, for Carolina Tar Heels, man. Good job, man. Good job, man. Because I was worried at halftime. I was worried at halftime that we was going to get completely obliterated, but no. I don't know if Roy Williams came in halftime, Michael Jordan came in there during halftime. I don't know if Lawrence Taylor came in there during halftime. I don't know if Julius Peppers came in there during halftime. I don't know if Antoine Jameson came in there during halftime. Whatever they said, it worked, and we pulled it out 71-68. And we are about to talk about it right after this. Yes, sir. 71 Seth Trimble from the rafters.
Biggest shot of his career right now.
No rim. Biggest shot of his career. No rim. Whoever drew up that play needs to put on a master class because he's completely wide open. We clawed and scratched back. This lets me know that we can go to the Final Four, but that's a whole nother take. Cousin TJ, what's your thoughts?
Well, they look good, bro. I mean, you know, this is the biggest rivalry in college basketball, and you got to know both teams gonna come to play. Duke's up 12 at halftime, so they rolling on all cylinders. Guys is balling, bro. But it's just something about a team that fights back and fights back. And when you got inside presence like Caleb and Vassar and can get stuff that easy, you know, it just makes it much better. And then when the Carolina guards is hitting shots and making plays, they might have a chance. Like you said, that's another take. But let's shout out to Duke for playing hard, playing well, but it wasn't enough. Carolina. Now, I'm gonna say some stats that, you know, I kind of looked at. Duke blasted them on the board. Big time. 34-25. Seven offensive rebounds to Carolina's 3. 27 defensive rebounds to Carolina's 22. So what that tells me is at the beginning of the game, Duke was doing whatever they wanted. And they were. And Boozer was on fire. It dimmed out. It dimmed out. Carolina had to dig deep and get stops when they needed, and they really got them. They was getting stops when they needed. You see Roy out there. I thought Roy was gonna have. Hey, look, man, Roy was out there coaching from the stands too. So, I mean, shout out to them, bro. They really showed they can hang with the best. And the only thing I'm saying is, you know, the assist, they had 9 for the game. You know,
they only had 9 for the game?
They only had 9 for the game, and that's just, you know, that's not a good sign, but still getting the victory, bro, because you got to get more people involved. When you got a high assist number, that means some people getting involved. And, you know, Vassar had 13, Trimble had 16, and Caleb with 23. Guys is balling. But I'm going to tell you this team has beaten y'all know who, and y'all know who. That's all I can say.
All right, cousin Trev The Don, what you got, dog?
Well, first of all, the word of today is adversity. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that is no longer the excuse for the team is fighting through adversity. Whatever Hubie said at halftime, in reality check these boys, whether he said y'all ain't who y'all think y'all are, y'all about to get exposed, or y'all just need to step it up and let them hang. Hey, it worked. Shout outs to that. First of all, fighting through adversity. Second, Caleb Wilson came out and performed in the first half like he expected. Like, I mean, he came out and showed why he's top four. He came out, faced up with Boozer 2 times in the first half, and tried to at least show that I can compete. You know, I am beyond just finesse. I'm physical. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I thought that was a battle that was needed regardless to set the tone for either team. Carolina had to do that. You know, it's any team like that. You're facing the number 4 team in the country, not the number 24 team in the country.
Yeah.
So for you to get out and set the tone, that's on you. Duke has already set the tone. They're number 4 in the country. They have a projected top 3 pick, and if not number 1 or 2 right now in your face. So for that, I was super proud of them. Shout out to that boy, I swear Vezar. Huh? Shout out the second half Vezar. Who knew?
Big shot.
There's no excuse now to be physical, my boy. You have shown that number 13 can play on the block, and we want to see more of that. That right there allowed Carolina to make, actually, because if you look at the numbers, Caleb in the second half, I think he only scored 7. So the fact that they were able to use him as a distraction and then still press and use the ball movement to get players open, and they actually made shot was tremendous. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your best player don't need to force it. He just needs to be good other places. And that's why I felt like Caleb was, you know what I'm saying? He went 23, 8 for 12 attempts, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, didn't get in foul trouble, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Basically showing you like, you know, I'm ready. And you know, I felt like for the game that he had defensively, you could tell Treble was giving 110%. Like that boy was balling in every other aspect. Mind you, this is with no assist. People don't even know. This is with no assist. This is literally playing physical defense, causing turnovers, getting in transition, and then making the right decision. And then, of course, you know, we all saw why he, you know what I'm saying, has, I guess, now the step up ability we expect for making that big 3. I mean, you know, 4.8 seconds left, game on the line. Hubert puts you in position. They get the high screen distraction. Bruh drives, kick out.
Yep.
You know,
you're a legend. Just off of that.
just off
like
that.
You're
Just
a legend,
off that.
Big
BTA,
shot.
hold up on Franklin. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Got him.
What are you talking about?
And I ain't gonna lie, I thought we was in trouble because of our guards. Hey, Seth Trimble forever will go down in North Carolina lore.
Yeah.
As a Duke killer.
Yes.
A Duke killer.
Yes.
But so I like excellent points by both of you guys. So I have to go somewhere totally different. I'm going to give a lot of praise to Coach Hubert Davis for the adjustments that he made, that I think he made leading up to this game. It was the move putting Kyan Evans on the bench. On favor of Dixon.
Dixon.
Then making the adjustment to start Stevenson this game to give us more size, right?
Yeah.
Then the defensive presence that we needed during this game, when it counted, it happened. We held them 0 for 3 in the last 2 minutes of the game. While we also hit 3 threes. And that was how we won the game. Seth Trimble, this is a confidence booster for this guy to be a superstar in the tournament.
Yeah.
He was in total control. He has the best handles on the team. Even though he's a wing player, he scored whenever he wanted to. Whenever he wanted to score, he could score. It was a play. It was an outlet pass to Seth. Yeah. After a turnover, you could see Coach Hubert Davis telling him to go to the bucket. Go. He goes straight to the bucket and get fouled. That lets you know Hubert knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna give you big props. I'm gonna give you applause, though. Coach
Hugh. Yeah.
What even better way to show though the world that, you know, Hubert has the experience, man. Player, coach, understanding, being an assistant coach to this position, knowing the veracity of these games, knowing what it does for momentum shifting and culture changing. When you feel like you can beat the best, when you play your best, you will play better.
Yeah.
With Roy in the building, with alumni in the building, with teams that have won in the building that you've been a part of coaching and all of that, and you get your guys to play at a level where you can be in a position to win. And I think it's a big shout out to him for that. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't know what type of platforms these like pressure comes with these platforms. When you're a blue blood school, it's expected. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not any other thing. It's expected. Expectations and standards are high. So shout out to them for that win, especially with freshmen and guys who were really playing a role.
Facts.
What?
Before I come back to you, TJ,
Yeah.
I was just gonna finish my point. I know we have a guard problem also, but Duke also has a guard problem too.
I was about to
Because,
say they've been
man,
exposed from guard position
when
as
I
well.
say guards, I'm not talking about the wing players. I'm talking about point guards and facilitators of the ball that has that will not have a turnover from dribbling. You know, that can run the offense, facilitate the offense, and get the offense rolling. Right.
Yeah.
That's our only weakness. Carolina has a bench. Carolina has size. Carolina has a lottery pick. Shooting could we right there on the spectrum as far as shooting. We just don't have a premier point guard. But you know what? I seen how our offense run. It's been running our offense like this for years. I see how they do it. They only run this type of offense when we don't have a premier point guard, and they work in the high-low. All the action is working through Vassar and Caleb, or vice versa, Caleb through Vassar, and it's a lot of screens at the top of the key because those guys can shoot. Even though they're combo guards, it still works. So that lets me know, even though we don't have a pure point guard, we still can make the Final Four because Dixon can shoot, Trumbull can shoot, Vassar can shoot, Caleb can shoot, Stevenson can shoot, 2 guys off the bench can shoot. We're good. We're good. All right, T, what you got?
Well, you know, my thing is, I was going to ask, could you pull up the schedule? But my thing is now, if you get this type of play from them, if you the confidence that's gained, where do you go from here? Because you can't. It's no more losing to teams you're supposed to be from this. From this, and I think you end off with a good note now. You go straight, you know, and keep it rolling. I know some games can be tight, but with this type of confidence boost, you gotta go play them again. You gotta go play them again. So, you know, and then what about your positioning in the conference? You got to think about that because tournament play is coming. Pause. It's on the way, and you want to be positioned in the best position you can be. But they got a tough schedule ahead to finish off the season as well. So my thing is, can we get the consistency from them to finish strong?
They got Miami.
Finish strong.
Pittsburgh at home, State and Raleigh, Syracuse at Syracuse. So just those 4 games, it should be 4-0. State is going to be a dogfight, but
State's gonna fight.
It should be, and that's going to solidify. We should not lose no more. Beating Duke, we should not lose no more.
That's my whole point of saying that. So, you know, with the remainder of the season, I think they should. This is it. Now let's roll. Let's run this. Let's flip this thing and see what we can do. You know, because they 5th in the conference. I'm not sure what they'll be if they would even win out, but you know, that there has to be a goal. There has to be a goal. You know, no slip ups and whoopsies from this type of win.
So Trev, what does this change your perspective on like what we went over about the NBA draft with Caleb and Boozer? Does this change your perspective at all?
No, it doesn't. And it's not to take away nothing from Caleb. But still I look at physicality. And the league is a physical league. I would like to see still more from Caleb in that sense. Skill set wise, Boozer went 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, got 11 rebounds and scored 1 more point than you. The fact that you can get on the boards and you can stretch the floor being 50% from the 3-point line at your height, that speaks a little bit more volumes than constantly moving and not being as physical, just showing the finesse, but then not showing up as much in the second half. Mind you, I know everybody has a game plan, like I said, using you more as a distraction the way that SAR and those boys from Duke were guarding you and playing at the time, that's fine. But when the second half came, Cameron Boozer didn't get any more foul trouble. He still got more physical as the game went on and tried to impose his will. That's where Vezar and the rest of the team started stepping up and really helping. And Caleb got to be a more of a finesse distraction Caleb than, just saying I'm gonna take the game over, even though I could. I still think that that's just the only aspect of it that makes Cam a clear number 1-2 for me. But tournament time is coming, and if I see Caleb do more of I want this moment, that things could change.
Okay, what you got, T?
I this game right now, I think it showed he got more ceiling. I honestly think it showed. Like when you say that though, what more development can Caleb bring? Can Wilson bring? Because to me, all he need is just to shoot it. Don't hesitate. He hesitates a lot.
That's harder than it sounds, because he makes dunks and he makes plays at the rim, but there's a difference between physically imposing your will and making plays, and then being physical and finessing plays. Cameron Boozer has the ability to play with finesse, but he gets physical. You don't get 11 boards in a big game like this and shoot 50% and play basically the whole game
He
and
played the
reset
whole
the
game,
mental.
bro. That's what
I just said he played the whole
he
game. That's what I'm saying. But it doesn't matter in the sense that you're still getting down there and getting dirty. I want to see more of that. You talking about if he does, he need to.
He
He
has
ain't done it
Vassar
yet.
down there too. Don't forget he has Vassar down there with him, bro. It's
Vassar
not
didn't
like
start playing well to the second half,
it
though.
don't matter. It don't matter space and stuff like that. He's still down there.
Hold on. Vassar didn't score to the second half, but Vassar was playing
Scored in the
defense.
second half. My bad.
He was playing defense and he was getting a lot of rebounds. Me
Yes,
personally, I feel like this made Boozer's draft slide because
Boozer.
I feel like it made his
That's
draft slide.
that's your opinion.
Because you're gonna, it's my opinion. So it when he goes against guys that has height like Vassar and Caleb that's athletic, he had a good game because the offense goes through him, but he struggled. Caleb, I feel like Caleb Wilson had more to prove in this game, and Caleb Wilson got a super ceiling. Bro was out there hitting threes. He was out there in the paint, hitting them with all types.
It shifted.
Boozer hit threes too. Boozer only can use his strength. That's all it is. Like, he don't have no moves. It's just like, yo, I'm a bulldog. He can't do that in the league. He's not gonna be putting your shoulder in somebody's chest in the league.
But to be physical in the league is a great option to have. The league is predicated off physicality and finesse. But you know what I'm saying? That's all placement too. Wherever the teams need either one, I think they're gonna shine. I'm not taking nothing away from Caleb.
Yeah. I'm not taking nothing away from
who was at when I asked who was the better prospect still between the for me, Boozer with, like I said from the last video, the pedigree and all that, I see the ceiling with him going up too, because he's only going to find his game. I don't really think there's a right or wrong, but
I think this is Boozer's ceiling. This is the best Boozer ever is going to be. I just feel like he's not gonna jump higher. He's not gonna have a better shot.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't hear nobody?
I can't hear y'all. Damn.
Oh no. Yeah, man. So I don't want to get into this point why he's not here. But hey, look, man, Caleb's still a baby, bro. Like, Caleb showed that.
I think he got a way higher ceiling.
And I feel like Gilbert Arenas' son he entered the chat. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert Arenas' son entered the chat. He's taller than Boozer. He's like Caleb Wilson with handles. He could be a point guard or a shooting guard or a wing. And your boy from Houston also entered the chat.
Fleming.
Off that game. Fleming. Yes, off this game right here. Yes, definitely. Off this game right here, man. Let's see if we can bring Cousin Trev back. It's all good. So, yeah, we was just saying, like, Gilbert Arenas' son has definitely entered the chat in this top 4. And I don't think it's that safe no more. Gilbert Arenas' son and Fleming has also entered the chat for the top picks, bro.
Well,
Rightfully so, and those boys can ball too. I mean, shoot, handles, height, floor stretching ability, and then barring like injury, I mean, Gilbert's son could easily work his way up in the top 2, top 3. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the season as well. I mean, it just this tournament, like
This
we were
tourney gonna be
talking about
crazy,
this.
bro.
This tournament is really gonna be really crazy in terms of one of those steady shifting of who's 1 through 4, 1 through 5. Shoot, I ain't mad at 1 through 7. I mean, it's a lot of good talent out here that is going to get to showcase that talent coming up in the next weeks, whether it's conference tournament to big NCAA or just in the finishing of the season. Because I still want to see how these guys finish the other season, because it's still targets on your back. Carolina's target just got just as big, you know what I'm saying, by beating a Duke from the other teams, because other teams now that might have took like sleight of mind of you gonna take you super serious because they seen it and they seen what the credentials are. So I don't think the road gets any easier, even though we feel like they should win, Carolina or Duke probably. I don't think the road gets easier for either one now. And it makes the ACC tournament just as big, knowing that if y'all go 1-1 in season and then meet again in the tournament, that's huge. So
I agree with you on that. But that's my thing though. When you get a win on a team this caliber and then you lose to SMU, or you just don't. That's just something that everybody have bad games and stuff like that. But when you got the momentum going for you in your favor, like this is a chance to roll. Like I don't expect them to lose their next game. Like that. That's just my thing. I don't expect him to just lose their next game. I expect them to win. And maybe potentially win until they get to Duke, until they get to the Louisville, to the Clemsons.
Those are going to be good tests.
Yeah, those are great tests. But
NC
other than that,
it's going to be a great test because they got older guards.
Yes,
Clemson, they are a physical team with older guards. I mean, but again, just looking at our defense, man, or looking at our lineups, they're not even worried about no point guard. They just need you to bring the ball up and start the offense at the top of the key with Vasar or Caleb. That's what they're gonna do.
Agree with that. I do agree with that, but I think that's gonna be a problem with the gameday. I'm sorry.
But starting initially, but they've been running this offense for centuries.
But I understand. I understand that, but I just feel as though you
do have to have some.
Sometimes Vasar is getting the ball like in the post by the 3-point line. That's he's trying to post up.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen them run some. All right, the last play is a good representative, right? Dixon broke the defense down and found self-trouble in the corner for a 3. They could do that the whole game.
Yeah.
They could do that the whole game.
Could have made more shots if Trevor really just get to the rack. He probably could have had 24 points last night.
Yeah,
like I literally saw him coming off high screen and getting into the paint and then looking around like, dude, you could have pulled up. If you can make that 3, you can make the 14, 18 footers. You can dump it off to Caleb. You could dump it off to Vasar or find an open man. But a lot of times that he had a chance to really just get up and make the play, he had the jumping ability, no problem. Probably could have got a couple of highlights on some folks if you just take that mindset and be like, all right, I can take this over 2 from what y'all giving me.
For sure. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close this thing up, man. We are at 25 minutes. Y'all got any closing statements? Carolina take care of business.
Good win. Take care of business.
I got some daggone statements. How about the game? National championship team. Yeah, we lost to Arizona. Shout out Shaman, Matt Tar, John Adamoto, Uncle Roger, big boys from the Jets to now. Hold it. Want to hear that about no Duke?
We ain't even got no Shaman Williams on. Oh no. Seth is basically Shaman Williams, just a little taller. That's it.
Come on, man. I had to bring out the Dean Smithams. Because my boy Hubie was in there coaching last night with Roy behind him. Y'all know how Roy get when he get to squatting?
I think Roy had
the earpiece.
He had an earpiece in his ear.
Tell Roy don't ever wear that colored vest again.
Oh my God, that was
whoever. Listen, hey, look, if Roy ever wear that again, I'm pulling up to the Dean on like Roy. Come on,
come on now.
I got a hoodie for you, Ray. Don't do that to us no more.
That's his retire fit, man. That's a retire fit.
That man, I ain't never seen him wear no sweater that bad.
Like that was bad, bro. I was like, bro, I was gonna call the front. I was like, look, don't let Roy sit behind us like that no more with that.
Hey,
sweater.
we love you, Roy.
We love you, Roy, but don't do that no more.
Them red diamonds, bro, with the Carolina blue. What are you doing?
Listen, man.
You got a Houston
and they zoomed in on my boy when he got to doing his thing like he do. I'm like, Roy, come on, bro.
That's Pat. That's the signature.
Hey, yeah, man. That's the signature. Come on.
You passed out over there. I seen him pass out on the court for that.
I was telling you.
I was sending them gifts out to everybody that was Duke fans last night. No response.
Of course not.
No response. Anybody from Duke answering the phone this morning?
No.
Hey, but just like that, man, we out of here, man. This has been a Run Report where that takes it sharp, that talk is real, and where the sports never sleep. Go Heels.
Try Heels.
Go Heels. I'm looking for this, and we out of here.